Oh look, it's the guy. I guess that means we're back, and ready to take expert care of his life decisions. First things first, you guys didn't want Spark to stay gray, so he is now a golden tabby tom with a white muzzle and green eyes. Thank you, Lynn Fireart. As for those annoying friend characters, we got a few suggestions. Here are some from Soaring Skies and Sky Shades that I might come back to, but not right now because I don't think they're going to appear in this episode, so why work ahead when I don't have to? Now enough of this world development stuff. Let's make our main character Fear do some stuff. Last time we learned that he ran away from a group of cats because he felt like he wasn't strong enough for them. He settled by a river and is now very lonely, hoping to one day find his sister so he could be less lonely. I asked you all to give suggestions to Fear to help him figure out what to do next. Let's get into them. Make him go find his sister. Well, Fear already wants to do that, so that's good reaffirmation, but how should he go about doing it? He should just ask her where she is. Well, Fear doesn't exactly have a cell phone, so that's gonna prove rather difficult. Just do it. Do a little sniff sniff. Again, not that simple. Being a cat does not grant Fear the ability to locate cats several miles away. He's not Dovewing. Just don't be dumb, okay? Yeah, I think Fear understands that much. Where is the actual advice? He should fish. I just want him to have a food source. I mean, thanks for the concern, but Fear doesn't know how to fish. He's going to need a cat to teach him. He can catch land prey fine, so that's going to have to suffice for now. Follow the river to try and find a two-leg nest or two-leg place. Pollen could be there, or maybe some other friendly cats. Finally, something to work with. So with that, Fear heads downstream. And after a reasonable amount of walking, he can see two-leg place in the distance. However, that is not looking to be an easy journey. There is no telling how many houses there are or how dangerous it will be to approach them. Fear should get on a boat and sail his way to two-leg place. Nope, Fear is not brave enough to try such a stunt. He's going to have to work on that. Screech horrendously and your sister will recognize the terrible sound from when you were kits. Okay, again, Fear is not brave enough to draw that kind of attention to himself. But he is smart enough to know that that is a stupid idea that will never work. Yo, your sister is in the blue house. It's the blue one. Well, there is no blue house in sight. And even if there was, there's no reason to suspect it has any greater chance of containing Pollen the cat. So no help there. Finding your sister is impossible. You should really go find a girlfriend instead. You won't be lonely then. Once again, Fear is not brave enough for that kind of interaction. That's going to be a recurring theme until we can do something to get his courage up. So, I guess this little excursion was a failure. Fear should stay by himself until he is mentally prepared to take the long journey of finding his sister. Now that's some advice that Fear would happily take. Go home and cry. Don't worry, Fear is already on it. What a sad, pathetic scrap of fur. Fear should go back to Spark and befriend him so that he can have help finding his sister. I don't think he can do it alone. That's decent advice. Fear is on his way. Wait, self-doubt taking over. Spark humiliated you and laughed at you. He's not the right friend, and it's pointless to try and find Pollen. He should train up before showing his face to Spark. And oh, never mind, Spark has seen you. You gotta do something. So everyone, please send Fear some advice on how we should interact with Spark. Should he apologize, accuse him, run from him? And for your submissions, please keep them short like the ones you see in this episode. You're sending Fear thoughts and ideas. If you try sending an entire essay, it's going to get lost in transmission and he won't hear you. Finally, I'd like to show you all Fear's stats. Right now, he is level 1 in everything. Strength, knowledge, courage, charm, and also he has learned a total of 0 skills. Depending on his actions, he can level up and learn new skills. And depending on his level and what skills he knows, certain courses of action may or may not be available. So basically think of these as roleplay mechanics, and keep them in mind when you give Fear advice. So jump on over to the comment section to help this guy out.